Welcome back to Sweet Beat TV. I'm your host, Sienna Leone, and today I am so excited to say I'm joined by the cast and creators of Netflix's new movie, Skater Girl. Hi, everyone. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning.
You guys, first off, congratulations on your new Netflix film, Skater Girl. I had the pleasure and honor of watching last night, and such a beautiful movie. So, major congratulations to you all.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Now, you guys, what are the emotions you're feeling with Skater Girl now being released for the whole world to see?
Buzzing, excited.
I'm sure. You're working on this for months and now it's here. What are you looking forward to most with, how your fans and viewers are going, to react to this?
I think it's just amazing working on something for such a long time. And literally, when it was midnight last night, I was like, "This is the time when I can say done." This is done. It's gone from being my baby to like releasing it out into the world. And quite frankly, we have no control over how much love it will get or what other sort of reviews it will get. So yeah, it was a very sort of liberating feeling as it literally released into the world, and it's definitely exciting and really makes me really happy.
What do you really want people to take from it?
I would love for people to just have to be inspired when they watch the film and just take some hope and inspiration, especially in these times. And this film is about sort of going after what you believe in. It's discovering your talent and not being afraid to challenge conventions and pushing your own personal boundaries. It's not about trying to be the number one in something. It's not about winning a contest. It's really about overcoming your own personal obstacles and overcoming your own barriers, and that in itself is a success.
I agree with everything Mum's just said, and just also I just love that we had so many women in key roles in our film, not only in the cast but also in the crew, and just the fact that the story kind of touches on that there are women from all kinds of generations and different stratas of society even, but all supporting each other and having each other's back and understanding what it's like to have a dream.
Absolutely. Now, Amy and Rachel, I really loved the relationship we see between Dee Dee and Prenna's relationship in this film. So what would you guys say is one of the most special things between that bond?
Firstly, I love how you call Jessica Dee Dee. That's so lovely because, they are like sisters in the film. It was so lovely working with Rachel. She's just such a talent, and she's done such an amazing job. We had a great time, didn't we?
I think I was really, really comfortable with Amy, and I must say that I was so lucky to have three Jessicas in my life, like Amy, Manjri, and Vinati. And Amy is just such a. We had so many moments where even off set, people were like, you know what, you're just someone that I can hang out with. You're just someone that I could just talk to, and that was the most beautiful part for me, where I just had someone to lean on and just be like, you've got my back, and I know it.
Now, I think this question is for everyone, but what would you say, this film teaches, the biggest thing this film teaches about the Indian culture?
I think, this film is not there to teach anything about the Indian culture, but it's sort of subtly introducing a mainstream audience to the Indian culture, whether it is the norms that are sort of carried out in rural India. And also it's important to understand what happens in rural India is not exactly the same that happens in a city life. So this is very true to rural India. And Vinati and I spent a lot of time in Rajasthan, spent time with the rural community and girls to be able to write the story authentically. And a lot of those little stories that we found distilled its way into the story. Like I met a girl while we were scouting for the location, and she was probably 15 or 16, and she was in her sort of house, and I asked her to come out, and she said, "Oh, I can't step out of my house because I'm not allowed to really leave my place, as I was married off at a young age and my husband left me because I was more educated than him." And that just sort of baffled me. I mean, I'm an Indian. I grew up in Mumbai, and this is still sort of shocks me to understand that some of these sort of age-old traditions and beliefs are still carried on in rural communities. And yeah, these moments found their way. In fact, I asked her if you could go out and if you had no restrictions, what would you do? What would you want to become? And she teared up and said, well, nobody's ever asked me that question before. And we gave that line to Jessica in the story, and she asks, she tells the queen that she met this girl and she didn't know what she wanted to become. So that moment was sort of really an eye opener for me to understand that the reality of girls across India is very different, and the girls in the city are brought up differently than the girls in the villages.
That's a great story. Thank you for sharing that. Now I'm looking back at the movie and I remember exactly where that comes in. So wow, that's incredible. Now, Rachel, I have a question for you. You know, your character is so strong, so powerful. I mean, great role model for little girls to look up to. So I need to know, what do you think your character shows little girls all around the world?
I think the most important part for them is just, conquering your own fear. Like, the most important part is for sure is women standing up for women. But I think if you believe in your own self, if you just have the confidence to just be like, I've got it in me and I'm going to do it, then I think you can conquer the world. And it doesn't matter what the problem is or what your fear is. You can just do it if you know that you have it. It's all in your mind, and you just need to do it.
Absolutely. Again, your character was so inspiring for me, so I cannot wait for the whole world to see and fall in love with this movie. Again, congratulations to you all. Now, last question for me before I let you guys go, but if you guys could describe Skater Girl in one word, what would that word be?
I'd say courage.
I like that.
I'd say prerna, meaning inspiration.
That's
Love
a great, wow, I love that.
I'd say hope.
Wow, they took all the best ones. It is really about courage, hope, and inspiration. That is what this film is about. Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Well, you guys, thank you so much for your time today. And again, congratulations on this film. And everyone at home, make sure you guys are checking out Netflix's new film, Skater Girl, out now. Thank you guys so much for your time today.